Hello. How's it going? I'll just give a quick second for people to join the live. If you guys are here, will you please comment in the comment section? Okay, I can see we're live. Can you hear me? I have a microphone hooked up, but I want to make sure you can hear me okay, because sometimes it doesn't work like it's supposed to. Hello, hello. How's it going? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Hold on. Okay. Hi. Welcome to my live chat. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since we talked. Hey. I'm doing fabulous. I cannot complain. Well, I can complain, but I'm not going to complain. Hey. Okay, you guys are starting to join the chat. How's it going? Welcome to the live. I love doing lives. It's been so long, man. I've missed talking to you guys. I feel like you guys are like my old friends that I haven't talked to in a while, and I'm so excited to have this phone conversation. Well, video conversation. You know how that is when you talk to your old friend? That's how I feel right now. Like, I have to do a better job of talking to you guys, but okay, you can hear me. Thank you so much for letting me know. But yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys. I have so many things I want to catch up with you on, so many ideas that I just, I've been planning. I've been over here scheming because I want to like improve. I want to do things better, and I'm so excited. So I don't have my boys tonight. My oldest is actually back in town. He just got back from college, so he's here, and the twins are with their dad this evening, so I figured it'd be a perfect opportunity to go live and just catch up. One thing I always like to do when I'm live is get you guys to first either drop a star in the comment section or comment where you're from, because I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and it's very low-key here. But it's so exciting for me to hear where you guys are from, because it always lets me live vicariously through you, because, I don't get to see a lot of places all over the world. And when I see where you guys are from, it just like encourages me so much. So definitely let me know in the comment section where you guys are from and where you're at right now, what time it is. Houston, see? I love me some Houston. I love me some H-Town. But yeah, drop that in the comment section just so I know. Also, okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys. We're going to talk a little bit about career stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about adult stuff. So if you're under 18, you're going to have to exit to the left. You got to go. We're going to have some adult conversation. And I want to start having more conversations, more like open conversations with you guys like I used to do, months back. Like, I think my first adult conversation with you guys was back when I talked about my divorce story. And that video has been like 2, maybe 3 years ago. So I want to like have some good conversation, and just kind of get into some things that are, I think, intriguing to me and hopefully intriguing to you guys as well. I'm still in my work clothes, so I don't know how long I'll be able to stay on the live tonight, because I would love to get in my pajamas. I want to go take me a nice hot shower, and get in my little PJs and stuff. But with that being said, we probably won't be on super late tonight, but we're going to chat nonetheless and have some good conversation. I see some of you guys at 7:15, 8:15. Okay. Yeah, it's 8:15 here. I'm here in the East Coast time zone. I see we got people in here from DC, Houston, Ohio, the Caribbean, New Orleans. I love New Orleans. North Carolina, Miami, Indiana. Okay, Indiana, I see you. Ohio's not that far. I think I'm going to be going to Chicago next Friday. So if there's anybody here from Chicago, I'm thinking about doing like a little mini meet and greet, maybe like some breakfast or something like that, some coffee. So let me know if there's anyone here from Chicago that would be interested in that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the conversation and just talk. Like, I don't want to give away some of the ideas. So I want to try to dance around some of the video ideas that I have, because I feel like it'll be nice to have some polished videos too, and I don't want to leave myself dry for content. But with that being said, you guys know I am divorced. I am engaged right now to get married again. And it's so funny. I was actually talking to someone today at work who was recently actually divorced, more recent than me, and has already gotten remarried. And I was like, whoa, like, I can't believe you're already married again. Oh my God. Like, the whole thought of marriage is so overwhelming. Not just the being married part. I feel like it's everything around marriage, like the preparation for the actual day, just everything that comes with it, the financial piece, the contractual obligations, just all of that. Like, for me, when I think about it, I get overwhelmed. And it's probably because just going through the whole divorce. Yes, Jackie, thank you so much. Girl, I appreciate you. She said, everybody click like on the video. Yes, do that, y'all. Click the like button while you're here because we're going to get into some juicy stuff. No, I appreciate you, Jackie. Girl, you be there. I appreciate you. But yeah, so it was just like interesting though, listening to this individual tell me about how they got remarried. And I was shocked. I had no clue. They kind of did it the way that I've been talking about doing it with Brian, where they just got married. Like, it wasn't a big deal. They had a getaway honeymoon. And that's kind of what I'm envisioning. I'd like to have a really, really nice honeymoon. But I was like thinking about that, like, wow, that is so cool. And I feel like for me and Brian, like, it's probably coming soon. However, when I just think back to my past, so I've been in Indiana now, it's been 8 years. I have been divorced. I think it's been like almost 5 years, which is really crazy. And I'm just like, I don't know, time flies so fast. Like, I think about how long Brian has been in my life, and I'm like, wow, this is really nuts how much time has passed. Like, you guys, I'm approaching the big birthday. Like, I got a couple years, but I'm still like, it's, like, I'm not a spring chicken. So when I think about all these things, I'm just like, wow, like, life is really something, and you really have to just take everything and soak it in and not take anything for granted, because it is so easy to just go through every single day, like, so fast and not really realize how time is just moving so quickly. And I was telling Brian, I'm like, I feel like I could not have picked a better life partner, because he is just such a good fit for me and such a good match. Like, he complements my personality in so many ways, and I'm just really grateful for that. But I say that to say, like, man, divorce was tough, man. And I think that's the one thing that scares me, is like the thought of another divorce. Like, that is so scary to me. But with that being said, I wanted to have some conversations on the channel just talking about like relationship stuff. And I don't know, like, I wanted to kind of see if you guys would be interested in stuff like that. Like, I want to talk about relationship stuff, like, holding out, like, let's say saying no, conversations like that. I want to talk about, turn-ons and turn-offs. I want to talk about being in your prime, because a lot of people, they say when you're my age, like, you're in your prime. I want to talk about that. I feel like that is an interesting conversation, and I definitely have my perspective. I want to talk about, like, what I used to say about men before I started dating again. I actually found a good man. Because I used to say some things. I had, like, a stereotype I would say about men, like, in general. Because I used to think all men cheated, all men were dogs, and it was bad. Like, when you have a bad experience that burns you, it's good to be on the other side of that. I keep talking on my hands right now. Let me quit that. But no, it's, like, good to be on the other side of that, but at the same time, like, oh, you guys, I've come a long way. I have come a long way. Yeah. Wait, okay. Sorry, I was like trying to make sure these comments, because they're moving quickly and I feel like I'm missing them. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Do it in the backyard. Yes. Yeah, time is going so fast. But yeah, like, oh my gosh, I feel like there's so many topics we can get into that would be just relatable, but kind of interesting, a little bit provocative maybe. But, I talk to a lot of women and I get a lot of emails. And, if you guys ever want to email me, feel free to email. I don't have all the answers, but I'm like that friend, you know what I mean, who's not going to judge you or tell anybody about what you asked me. However, I get a lot of questions. And one of them I get pretty frequently is about just like, you know, your guy trying to be with you more often and you not necessarily being in the mood. And like, what do you do? And how do you handle that? And I think that topic, a lot of people probably deal with this. And I really feel like it's a very interesting topic, especially to get different perspectives from men and women about it. And just kind of see, you know, the different sides of life. Because I used to be that girl who always would say no. Like, oh my God, that was me all the time. I always had an excuse. I didn't feel good. My stomach hurt. My head hurts. I got to go to bed early tonight. You know what I mean? Like, I used to always have an excuse. And I remember one time I was talking with this pastor that used to like mentor me and my ex. And he told me that his wife, and now keep in mind at the time, they were like going on 50. He's like, my wife has turned me down less times than I can count on this hand. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, at the time, I was probably like 25. And I'm like, dang, I'm 25 and they're almost 50, probably in their 50s. And I probably have turned my ex down. Like, at the time, I had probably turned him down about enough times. Like, I don't know. It was probably a lot of times. Like, I can't even begin to get into how many times I probably said no. Like, that was definitely a beef in our marriage. So I feel like that would be a really great topic to talk about too. You know, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go. There's a comment in the comment section saying I should get married in my backyard. You know, I have really thought about that. We actually have my son's open house in the backyard. The only reason why I've been hesitant to just do it there is because we have the dogs. And when we had to clean up the backyard to do the open house for Arius, oh my gosh, you really take for granted how if you are not on top of cleaning up your dogs when they go to the bathroom, how it can catch up and like really like be difficult to clean up afterwards. So the whole winter has gone past and I have not been out there yet and I need to. So I'm thinking like if I try to do that, it's probably going to take me a while. The ground is still soft to be able to get out there and clean the whole backyard up and then like have everything situated for a wedding. So I don't know if I could do it in time, but it's for sure something I've thought about because our backyard is really nice and we could get a cute little tent and like have it all set up and it'd be nice for the amount of people we're thinking about doing it for. But I don't know, y'all. We'll have to see. But yeah, you said they never lied about being in your prime. Jinx. Girl. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and ask this question because I think there's a lot of people in the comment section who are around the same age as me. For the women out there, and men too, you guys can chime in. Do you feel like it's true that when you're in your 30s, especially for the women, that is your prime? Do you agree with that statement? That the 30s for the female, that's the prime? You know what I mean? 20s is cool. You kind of warming up a little bit, but when you get to your 30s, that's the prime. Do you agree with that? I personally do kind of agree with that, but like, what do y'all think? Like, what do you think? You still say a destination wedding? Yeah. Only thing about that is I want to do it soon, and I feel like it would be really rude to the people we care about to ask them to do something like that on short notice. So that's my only drawback, but I feel like at this point we've waited so long, like we're both kind of like, you know what, we might just go do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so Special K agrees. Nikki agrees. Okay, Brown Sugar agrees. Look, everybody's saying yes. No, 30s isn't your prime. So if 40s is your prime, are you saying it gets better? Hold on now. I see a lot of 40s. Wait, are y'all saying it gets better in your 40s? I need to know. Y'all gonna have to let me know. You said prime for females is around 40s? Really? No, I didn't know that. You said the 40s? So what was the 30s then? If it's the 40s, what was the 30s? I'm gonna have to I need y'all to let me know. Look, Fly Girl Smith said, I don't agree. I'm still very active. I don't think it's normal. Okay, wait, so y'all saying it's the 40s, not the 30s. Okay, so I was given misinformation because I feel like it's the 30s. But I'm only, I don't know any different right now. Like, I'm in my 30s. You say you've been celibate for 5 years. You'll let me know. Yes. Talisa, what's up, girl? You said it gets way better. Look. Really? Hold on now. Y'all done took me back. I did not notice. This is so much fun. I'm so glad I had this conversation on the live. I love talking to you guys. You said not the 30s? Wow. Because sometimes I think about like when I was in my 20s and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like 20s is probably like 30s. I feel like what? Okay now. Oh my goodness. You said headed for 50, but 40s, you are seasoned. Okay. I like when people say that too, seasoned. Ask men, not women. 30s for most women, accounting for fertility. You agree with 40s? Okay, the older the better. Hired a cleaning company. That's a good idea for now. That's a good idea. You said wait till you hit 40. To Lisa. Look, don't be geeking me now. Don't be giving me hype. Aw, 40s and 50s is on. Wait, 40s and 50s? Y'all for real? For men, it's late 30s. Okay, this is so interesting. I'm loving this conversation. Look, for now, you said LOL at Talisa. Oh my goodness, this is too funny. Yeah. I don't know. I will say though, so okay, with the whole marriage thing, like Brian and I, we've been dating for like around 5 years, almost 5 years. And I personally feel like just from the whole, I think it's mainly because like being a Christian, we live together. I'm starting to get to the point where I feel like I'm definitely feeling guilty. And there's this part of me that just is kind of like, what are you waiting for? But at the same time, I go back and forth over and over about the whole just going to the courthouse, getting the paperwork versus doing the formal thing. But every time I think about doing the formal thing, like I've been trying to get out of debt. I have student loans. I have a lot of student loans. And I've just been really trying to get everything right financially. And it's been tough because I feel that financial guilt. And it's hard for me to be able to justify spending that much money for one day when I feel like that could help to put me in a better situation for our long-term lives. So it's been tough, y'all. Like I feel guilty either way. Like either way I think about it, I feel guilty. Because especially for Brian, like he's never had that. And I did, you know what I mean? I had the day, I had all that, I had the family around. And I hate to like take that away from him. So we'll see. But I was really enjoying that whole conversation about the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Like, that was really good, real interesting. I'm going to have to get somebody on here. I wish, like, my mom was around because I would love to get my mom's perspective. And I feel like she would, share her thoughts on this. Like, I've never talked about that with my mom before, but it would be kind of cool to get Karen's thoughts. But, yeah, like, you said, am I happy with life? I am. I'm really happy. It's something like when I was a little bit younger and before I got divorced, I kind of thought like, I don't know, like I used to go through these periods of feeling sad and not fulfilled. And after that, I was so scared to get divorced. Like when I thought about getting divorced and when it actually happened, I was so scared. I was so depressed about it because I felt like at the time, I had a lot of people that I felt like looked up to me and they looked up to us. And I just kind of felt like I let them down. So when we got divorced, it was embarrassing. Like, it was really, really embarrassing to me. And I don't know. And then I went through that and I was like so scared about it. I thought like I wasn't going to be happy. And then when I got to the other side, I realized like, oh my gosh, I'm so much more happy. Like, I'm so happy. You know what I mean? And I've never felt this fulfilled in my entire life. And I feel like the connection that I have with Brian and the way that the way that he compliments me is just a blessing. It's such a blessing. So I just honestly, I think a combination of that, a combination of where I am mentally and how I grew as an individual just from that experience and how much stronger it's made me and how much more confident it has made me in just myself and and like how I can take care of myself. And while it's nice to have someone there, I just feel like I don't need anyone, and I'm able to provide for my family and to do so much more than I ever thought I was going to be able to do. And I don't know, I just feel really happy. Like, I think the word is fulfilled. And it's funny because when I first met Brian, his mom used to text me every Friday, and she would always ask me, do you have any prayer requests? And I would always ask her if she could pray for my perfect peace. Every Friday I'd say, the only thing I ask for is if she can pray for my perfect peace. And she would pray for me every week, pray for my perfect peace. And I will say at this point, I really feel so peaceful. Like, even when I get stressed out about things, I don't feel stressed. Like, you know how you get that stress in your belly? I don't feel that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I have things that may be on my mind and I'll think about a lot, but I don't ever feel like anxiety or stress or that weight like I used to feel. So it's just such a blessing to finally be at this place in my life. And I definitely think it has a lot to do with just the personality that Brian has brought and the way that he looks at things, because his perspective has definitely changed a lot of my perspective. Even the way that I used to feel insecure about myself is just my exterior. Like, having certain conversations helped me to think about things differently than I used to think about them. Hold on one second. He just got here. Hi, how are you? You look handsome. Sure. He said, sure. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of, I think, where I am. You said, do I miss him? No, honestly, I feel like it was the best blessing in disguise. At the time, I was so scared, like I said, but it was really a good blessing in disguise. So no, I don't. I have love for that person, but definitely don't miss at all. Yeah. Look, Tiffany, that whole financial freedom is something else. Like, oh my goodness. Adina, Brian basically has just been so like open. He's basically open to anything. At this point, he just says like, are we getting married or not? Like, he's like, what are we doing? Because we're not married. So he's very like open, especially because we talk about like either way doing something in the future once we get to the place financially that we want to be. Like, we still can do something and celebrate with our family and celebrate our lives and our union with our family. So yeah, he's pretty like if you knew his personality, he's very methodical how he thinks. Like, he's very thoughtful about everything, but he's also very like easygoing. Like, he's just kind of like go with the flow about everything. He does not ever get stressed. I don't think I've ever seen him stressed out. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, the backstory on that. I just want to read some of these comments. You said you've been there, the guilt, married the second time at 37, lived with your second husband for a year before you got married. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that, man. You said, don't worry about what could happen, just live your life. I can appreciate that, Leah. You said, if you get married again, Travis, it will not be a formal one. Look, I feel like it's about just having fun. You know what I mean? And like, I don't want to be extra. I just want to have fun. I want to remember it, but I just want it to be fun, if that makes sense. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just reading some of these comments, y'all. I'm sorry. He said, don't knock myself at 3 children. Expenses are big. Yeah, girl. Because I think about the twins' college. Like, Arius, I'm so blessed that his college is taken care of. But when I think about having 2 at the same time, like right now, they're expensive and they don't even have big expenses yet. Like, I can't even imagine in a couple years when they go to college. Like, that's going to be crazy. So, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Like, it's definitely different from when we were younger. Being financially stable is so important. And it's one thing, like, even when you make more money, because right now I make more money than I've ever made. And being in that place, it doesn't matter what you make. It's about what you do with it. And I feel like I have to put myself in that position. Like, I used to have this friend well, used to. I still have this friend. His name is Donnie, but we used to talk all the time about money. And Donnie was so good with his money. And there were times he would tell me, like, how much money he had in the bank. And I would just be like, like, we made the same amount of money. We worked at the same company, did the same job, have families the same size. And Donnie had bank. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy because, like, he dressed nice. He still enjoyed himself. They still go to dinner like we like to go to dinner. But at the same time, he was very diligent. Like, he told me when he first started his job, and we worked together when we were at Pfizer. When he started his job at Pfizer, he said he came in and he maxed out what you're allowed to contribute to your 401k. And I believe it's like 20%. It's like 18 or 20%. He maxed that out from day one. And he said the reason why he did that was because he didn't want to have to, like, adjust later to living on less money. So he's like, it's easy when you first come in because you don't know any better. You're not used to living on more money. So just coming in at that amount was easy. And I was like, dang. Because when he told me how much money he had, like, I was shook. It was so crazy. Okay, I do not know why why the comments, I can't see them. Can you guys see the comments? This is, like, so weird. Oh, there they go. Okay, they're back. I think I hit the Alt button. They just put this functionality in where you can hit the Alt button on your keypad and it will hide the comments. That was, like, so weird. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm just going back through these comments, y'all, since I couldn't see them. You said you can't wait to... I'm waiting to see what other viewers felt, but let me say 50s are the new 30s. Okay. Look, I can appreciate that. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I be wanting to read these comments. Why does it keep doing that? That is so annoying. How old am I? I'm 36. Yeah, man. Okay, this is so annoying. The comments keep, like, being dark, y'all. I don't even know if you guys can see them, but that's annoying. Yeah, so okay, that's kind of like what's been on my mind lately. But I'm gonna do some, like, chit chat get ready with me's because I have, like, so many topics that I think are, like, kind of mature topics. I might even have to limit the video where only certain people of certain demographics can see it, because you can actually put, like, an age restriction on your videos. But the only annoying part about the age restriction is that people who aren't logged into YouTube can't watch the video because they want to verify your age. So I don't know, but I do want to have some conversations because I feel like that'll be a lot of fun, and, you know, just an interesting thing to do. So yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. I have to keep hitting the Alt button for the comments to show. Like, that's so weird. You said, how old was I when I had my first child? When I had my first kid, I was 17. I was pregnant at 16 and I had him when I was 17. So it was pretty crazy. Like, I'm going to do a story time about that because I feel like this particular story time, when I talk about when I had my son and when I was pregnant with my son and I went to school to get my undergraduate degree from Michigan State, like, I feel like that was the pivotal moment in my life, because had I gone a different direction, I know I wouldn't be where I am today. And I really think that telling that story can be helpful for people. So I definitely want to talk about that at some point. Like, I'm going to do a story time on that. I just have to figure out a good topic or a good name for it so that people understand what it's going to be when they, you know, can see. But you say you can tell when they come in if they're too young, just block them from then on. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to do that, girl. So yeah, I was 17 when I had Arius. It's crazy when I think about that now, because I'm 36 and he is 19. He'll be 20 this year, which is crazy. Can you believe I have a baby who is 20 years old? 20. Brian, how old is your son?
21.
Yeah, Brian's son is 21 and my baby is 20. We're getting old, you guys. Like, oh my goodness. We're getting old. Isn't that crazy, man? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I feel like my lips is getting chapped. You know, you can't have chapped lips and be on the live. So, you said, how is co-parenting? Is there a stepmom involved? There used to be on my kids' dad's side, but not anymore. And that honestly at the time was annoying, but then after I was like I was kind of sad for them because they had a relationship with her and that didn't work out. On the other side with Brian, it's been pretty smooth. Like, I really can't say that there's been anything, you know, to even like mention. It's been really smooth. So yeah, it's been kind of cool. Trying to make sure I read these comments. Be nice to know how I managed to get my college degree when I had a baby. Yeah, I should definitely talk about that because, girl, it was crazy. I took my baby with me to school, but it was worth it. Like, it was really, really worth it. It was hard, though, man. It was really hard. But I feel like I should definitely talk about that at some point because I think it could help somebody, you know, and like maybe encourage some people to look into still going to school. Because I think a lot of people think like, oh, I have a kid, I can't go. How am I going to do it? How will I balance it? But you can do it, man. If I can do it, you can do it. Like, if there's anybody out there like that, it was crazy though. Like, it was crazy. But yeah. Yes, K Matt. Thank you so much. We need more likes. Yes, please hit the like button, y'all. Especially if you're enjoying the conversation. You want more lives. Yeah. Let's see. You said your goddaughter is 23. Her mom is 39. She had her at 16. Yeah. Yeah, for now, it's been crazy. You know, honestly, though, my personality, I'm like, I don't know how to sit still. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad. Like, I feel like it's been good because it's helped me get to, like, where I am today. But it also can be bad because, like, I never sit still. Like, even tonight, I came home. I was recording a vlog for my vlog channel, which I have the vlog channel in the description box if you want to subscribe to that. You know, get the more, like, personal side. But it's just weird because I don't know how to sit still. Like, I think I pushed myself entirely too hard. And it's been crazy, but it's good at the same time. Yeah, you said your dad divorced your stepmom 12 years ago and you're closer to her than your dad to this day. Yeah, it's something how that can happen, man. My kids were really close with their stepmom. Like, they were really, really close. Yeah. Yeah, I did what I had to do. You know what's so funny? Back when I first got divorced, my ex gonna say to me that I should thank him for motivating me to want to pursue like more in my life, and that I wouldn't have gotten where I was had it not been for him. And it's so funny how people will try to take credit for what you do and how you push yourself. And I just think like it was just funny how he said that and that he said that. You know what I mean? Like, wow. When I think back and the pivotal moment for me that I really think changed my life is I was in this class and there was a bunch of moms, a bunch of girls who were also teen moms. And I remember sitting around the room and they were talking about like welfare and WIC and all these things, and just like, I don't know, it was almost like getting comfortable in that lifestyle of depending on the government for your child. And I just remember being in there and just like looking around and being like, I do not want to be that person. Like, I wanted so much more for myself, you know what I mean? And it was like, had I not got pregnant with my baby, I would never have gotten to where I am today. Like, I tell Arius that he is definitely the reason, in my opinion, as to why and how I got to where I am today, man, because I couldn't see myself being, like, I didn't want to be a stereotype, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be that teen mom who didn't do anything because she had a baby when she was a kid. Like, I don't know, it was embarrassing. And I'll get embarrassed. Like I told you, I was embarrassed about my divorce. I was embarrassed because I was a teen mom. Because at that time, it wasn't as common. And it was one of those things where, like, it was embarrassing for my family. I think my mom, like, I didn't want her to feel embarrassed. So, it was crazy, y'all. But it worked out. You said, how did I deal with the challenges of outside negatives of being a teen mom? Honestly, at the time, I remember really thinking about the fact that being a teen mom really set me up for just success. And it gave me more time with my baby. I was able to breastfeed him all day and not have to worry about pumping. Like, it was actually a blessing in disguise. I think, like, it also made it where now that I'm a little bit older, even though now I have the twins, but I felt like I had a lot of time where when all my friends now they're having their kids for the first time, me, like, I'm looking at the end of the road with my kids and thinking about, like, how I can, live my life post kids and probably sooner than most people. So it was tough just because obviously, I was at that point where you're kind of like figuring things out, and to go into school is tough. You really don't have a lot of money. But at the same time, I used to take my kid with me to college. Like, Arius went to a lot of classes with me when I was at Michigan State. Like, he would go and I put him in the little stroller, and he would sit right there with me. Like, right in the class. It'd be 300 people in the class plus one, plus Arius. So, yeah, it worked out really well. But it was crazy at the time. I think the hard part was not having money to be able to do certain things that I wanted to do. But I knew it was going to come with time, so I didn't even, worry about that. And now I think about just today, like, it really did set me up for success. Like, that for sure is it was like the pivotal moment in my life, definitely. You said, are Brian and I planning on having any more children? No, we're not. We're not. We just want to enjoy, kind of like my mom and my stepdad. Like, they got married and they've just been enjoying their life together and never had kids after that. And I think they both were happy with that because they had kids before and they've just been like living together and enjoying it. Oh my gosh, these dogs are going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's going crazy behind me. You said your friend didn't finish high school with their kids, but she's been at her job for 13 years. Yes, you should encourage her to finish for sure. Girl, yeah. I got my tuition payments worth. Yeah. Yeah, you're so right. Like, some stresses can be a good motivator. Like, even my divorce motivated me to want to do more. You know what I mean? Like, I remember being just so paralyzed. Like, certain things paralyze me, but I'm kind of one of those people where when I feel like that, I get more motivated. Like, I'll get paralyzed for a moment, and then there'll just be something that kicks in me, and it'll be like, okay, you're going to have to figure this out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it definitely was tough, though. Yeah, wait, I want to go back on some of these comments and see if I missed anything. Sean, thank you so much. You said you love my vlogs. I try to make them good. I try really hard because I like watching vlogs. Honestly, they're like some of my favorite content. But I feel like I can't watch everybody's vlogs because I like to see people who are motivating and encouraging and also entertaining. So yeah, I like vlogging. It's so much fun. Hopefully you guys are all subscribed to my vlog channel. I'll be over there trying to turn up my content, trying to make sure it's good and stuff. Yeah. You said hello from Detroit. That's where I was born, Detroit. Yeah. Do I ever come to Chicago? Actually, I was just saying, I think I might be in Chicago next Friday. My brother's birthday is next week, so he's doing like an event somewhere. So I might actually end up coming down there and going out with them. We'll see though. He was just asking me to yesterday, so I said, put me down and I'll see what I can do. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's about to thunderstorm. I'm gonna have my window open tonight too. I want to take full advantage of the thunderstorm. Yes. You said, wait. My friend finished the portrait. Can you guys see it behind me? Let me see if I can push this up so you can see. Hopefully you can see that. There's like a delay, so I can't see what's happening in the moment. It like takes a second to catch up. But yeah, he did the picture. I like it. It looks cool. It was neat to see just the whole progression of the picture. Yeah. Yeah, I hope it's nice, man. I want to go and like kick it with my brother. I've never seen his place, and it sounds like it's really cute. So I'm like, oh, you guys really okay? You could kind of see it. This delay is so bad, you guys. Yeah. You say you did it by yourself. You got your MBA. You said me, myself, and I. I know that's right. Shoot. Yes. But yeah, I have so many things I want to talk to you guys about, like just so many topics. There's a few that I personal, so I want to make sure whenever I finally do the videos that I'm like really comfortable. I have perfect peace, like we talked about before about it. But I have so many things I think will be great. I want to have more conversations that are like, can you guys see me? It says it's not receiving. Okay, hopefully it's better now. Um, but yeah, I want to have like topics where it's like us talking, feels like conversation. And I think that's the one thing I'm missing over here is that I feel like I'm not connecting with you guys like I've been connecting with everybody on my vlog channel. So I want to do better, and I definitely want to step my game up. And like I said, whenever I feel like I'm not doing something to the level that I want to, I always want to push myself. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like, I got to do better. You know what I mean? And I had this little thing. Let me show y'all. I like wrote out, and it's so like not the best, but I wrote out what I want my brand to be here on YouTube. And I really like it. Like I've been meditating on it, and I'm really feeling it. Maybe I could kind of share this with you guys, and you guys can tell me. Can you guys see okay too? I keep getting this thing telling me that it's like buffering weird. You said it froze for a second. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna open up this little app and see. Yeah, hopefully it's okay. I do not know what is wrong with this chat either. It keeps like hiding the comments. But yeah. Okay, so this is what I wrote out. I want to be a grown and sexy career woman, because at the end of the day, I feel like whenever I gravitate to certain clothing, I always have this like little sexy flair to it. So I just feel like I have to just accept that. So a grown and sexy career woman. I want to emphasize the career side, but I also want to talk about topics that are like pertinent to just being a full all around female. And I want to share everything, especially like now that I'm getting a little bit older. I want to talk about the topics that are, like near and dear to people's heart when you are growing older, because there's a lot of things that I think about now that I didn't think about before, like getting wrinkles and, being in your prime, like stuff like that. Like I want to talk about all of those great things. Just things that are applicable to somebody like myself. I said the topics I want to focus on, if I could like put them in buckets, are career, success, home, food, and love, because I think those are the things that I tend to gravitate to. And then I said the mood that I want to have at my channel is at my pace. So I had, in the beginning when I started my YouTube channel, I like played around with different things and like played around with trying to be more energetic, played around with trying to be more like news-like in how I talked and my delivery. And I just said, I want the mood to be at my pace, which I feel like on my vlog channel, I've really nailed that. Like I've definitely focused on just like being myself, you know what I mean? And just being at my pace, not feeling like I have to be anything else but that. I said I want to be confident. I want to always make sure that if I'm not feeling confident in that moment, not to pick up the camera. I said I want to also talk about image and just like your overall image, but at the same time, the fact that you don't have to be perfect all the time. It's okay to be barefaced. I said professional yet sexy, happy. I want to like just exude love, my imperfectness, being imperfect, a can-do attitude, because I think that that's something that like my boss, for example, always talks about. He always says you have a can-do attitude. I also want to talk about lifestyle and just showing like the working mom, like the side of being a working mom and the fact that you can do everything you put your mind to. I said relationships, and I also said like I want to show what I do every day because my days are jam packed. I do a lot. And I feel like it'd be just helpful for people to see that because maybe if you're coming into yourself and you really haven't quite figured out your flow, it could be helpful to see somebody else that is kind of in a flow. So I want to definitely like emphasize that. I want to also share like my aha moments because I listen to a lot of books, I listen to podcasts, I have great conversations with my friends, and I feel like through those experiences and exposure and through my day and my career, like I have these aha moments. And I want to share those aha moments with you guys. Also said I want to share my memories, so like story times, both the good and the bad, because I think that that will also be helpful. And it's helpful to show the things that I've learned from that are negative experiences as well as the things that I've learned from that are positive experiences. So I definitely want to like talk about those things. I like this girl on Instagram. Her name is Dana Chanel. And Dana Chanel, she has these moments where she gets in this zone where she's kind of like talking to you, but it's in a passionate way. So I said I want to have my Dana Chanel moments where when I'm talking about something, because I do this a lot with my friends, especially the people that I mentor, and I'll just kind of have like a Dana Chanel moment where I'm just like passionate and I'm sharing what I really think is going to help them out. So I said I want to have my Dana Chanel moments, and then I also want to talk about what I do for my kids, because while I don't show my kids on my channels, I definitely feel like just sharing the things that I do for my kids could also be really interesting. So that is where I want to go. That is the vision I have, and it's good. It feels good to me. I circled on here, get to the point, because I like to talk, and sometimes I can struggle with just like getting to the point. So I told myself I got to start getting to the point, and not dragging on. Like when I'm prepared and I think things through, I tend to have a better delivery than when I don't. And I've had some videos, especially the ones there, I've had a few where they performed really well. And then in the comments, like I would get comments like, girl, you was running on and on and on. And I'm thinking like, I sure was. So yeah. Yes, hit the like button, please. I'm just like, thank you, Jackie. You are so sweet. But yeah. Thank you so much, Fernell. I appreciate you, girl. Yeah. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, these comments are crazy. Okay, what's your question? Tiffany, I missed if you said something else earlier. Okay, Starry, so you feel like that's the brand. Oh, happy birthday, Cassandra. Yes. Yes, adult relatable topics. That is like what I want. I want us to just connect. Because sometimes I will say on my vlog channel, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. And it's so funny because I'm vlogging today. I have to finish the video. But one thing I was just saying is like, it's been a couple days since I put my last video up. And it's weird because I feel like I want to talk to my vlog channel. Because I'm so used to us talking in the comment section. And then when the video's been up for like 2 days, the comments die. So then I'd be like, oh, no one's talking. So like my main channel, because I have a lot of content over here, people talk every day, even if I don't upload. But on my vlog channel, because it's a smaller channel, when I post and then like a couple days go by, nobody's talking anymore. And then I'd be like, oh, nobody's talking. Like, dang. So I was excited to vlog today. I'll probably edit it tomorrow, but I was kind of excited. I was excited about that. Yes. What time is it? Oh, we've been on here for 49 minutes. Yeah. Go with the flow. Yes, that's the goal. That is the goal for sure. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna go for, you guys. I need to come up with like my exact video ideas, but I am going to start incorporating the sit down videos again. I'm probably gonna do some of them as like chit chat, get ready with me's, and then there's some of them I think we're just gonna do it as like either popcorn or I sit down with my little ice cream or my little drink from Starbucks, and we're just gonna talk. and talk about topics that I think are interesting, topics that I would get excited about if I was talking with my friends, and just have a good time. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you think about like any specific topics you think would be interesting, like email me, send me a comment, send me a message on Instagram, let me know, and we will have like, we'll have a real good time over here. Okay, so Tristan says, do I have any advice for a future chef who's trying to put together a logo to start branding yourself? Honestly, I think you should do something like what I did here and just really like brainstorm what you want your brand to be, and then from there start to think about images that fit that brand and just go from there. You know what I mean? But there's like, I don't think you should rush things like this, which is why I've been trying not to rush where I want to take my channel. I'm trying to take my time. I'm trying to do it right and have fun at the same time. But I definitely think that would be where I would start at for sure. Oh, you said my story is amazing and encouraging. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's sad. Yeah, it was a blessing, girl. Just to be able to like do what I've been able to do. Do I plan on bringing back Money Mondays? I don't think I'm gonna call it Money Mondays, but we're definitely gonna start doing more of the adult topics that kind of touch on all these things. Because like I said, I want to talk about career, success, home, food, love, all those things. So I'm for sure gonna be talking about money because I'm trying to get my money right. I'm trying to get out of debt. I'm trying to build up my my bank account. I want to be solvent, meaning I could take all the money I have and pay off all my debt. That's where I want to be. So we definitely going to be having those conversations because those are the things that are important to me. And I'm like, I know if it's interesting to me, it'll be interesting to you guys too. I just have to figure out how to package it because I think sometimes that's where I struggle, is that I don't know how to package it in a way where it's interesting. And I know for myself, if I see a video and it doesn't look interesting, like we all have limited time. So you're not going to click in it because you've got 10,000 other things going on in your life. So I got to make sure I figure it out. But I don't think it'll be called Money Mondays, but it's going to be something. And we're going to work it out. And we're going to have more like sit down, like not, you know how I do the cooking video? Like I'm not going to do it in that video. I'm going to have it be more where it's about whatever specific topic we're going to be talking about. So that's the idea. It's topic on public speaking. That would be good. What's the name of the pink drink? It's literally just called the pink drink. It's on their secret menu, so it's not on the menu when you go like to the board, but you just tell them the pink drink and they'll get it to you. They'll get it for you. Yeah. You said advice on getting over your ex and moving on and being happy for him. Oh, yeah, that's a toughie. How do you get over an ex? That was hard because, man, I know when I got divorced, I didn't want to get divorced. So I was kind of forced into it. And the best thing that you can do is stay busy and to find yourself. And, like, just remember, like, life is so short. So the time you feel mourning over that relationship is time you could spend just enjoying your life, you know what I mean, and finding yourself. And that's where like YouTube for me has become like an outlet. It's like my hobby, but it's a perfect outlet for me, and it allows me to connect with you guys. But I'm not saying you got to do YouTube, but I feel like you have to find something that's an outlet for you that gives you fulfillment, that can take your focus off of that person in that relationship. And losing somebody from a relationship is like having a death, but the only thing about it is they're still here. But it almost can feel worse. But I just think like you have to mourn that loss and move on. You know what I mean? So I hope that helps a lot. You said, has anyone done Toastmasters? I haven't, but I have some friends who do Toastmasters at work, and they love it. But I've never done it. Is that rain? Oh my gosh, it's coming down. Like, whoa. That is loud. Okay, anyway. Ways to make residual income. That's a good one. Having kids after 30. Whew. Yeah, because I had my twins, man. That was tough. Yeah. Yeah, but no, that's what I would say in terms of like getting over your ex. Like, just stay busy, man. You'll get over it for sure. Brian, is that rain? That is so loud. Yeah. Oh, you said you and your ex have been broken up for almost 4 years, and one of your guy friends told you he's getting engaged. I would say don't do anything. Stay focused on yourself. Be happy for him. Like, when I got divorced, our divorce was final on like a Friday. He was remarried by like Sunday. So that was hard, but at the same time, like, I just know you'll get through anything. Time heals all wounds. So, you know, you just gotta like find a way to find your perfect peace and move forward for sure. You're so welcome. Yeah, a lot of people who are in the Toastmasters say they like absolutely love it. So definitely I would encourage you to for sure look into it if it's something you're interested in, because it seems like it's definitely beneficial. Yeah. Yeah, girl, this rain is like coming down. It sounds like it's like in the house. Like, it's so loud. I'm like, I thought it was like water pouring in the house. Like, literally, that's how loud it is. It literally sounds like something is like pouring in the house. But yeah. So, let me see. Kristyn, am I going to have a big birthday party this year? I don't know. I think because, you know, we're talking about the whole getting married, that I probably won't do it this year like I've done every year. Because, you know, your girl's doing all right financially, but my end's not that long. So, yeah, I might hold off this year and just resume back in 2020. Just go real big next year. Or I may end up doing something like later on, but I don't think it'll be for my birthday. Yeah, it was like 2 days. I was like, oh, that's what we doing? Okay. Yeah, you are so right. Is it Linnell? I hope I'm saying your name right. But yeah, you are so right, girl. It'd be a blessing. Like, I feel like getting divorced was hard, but it was a blessing. Like, it was definitely a blessing. Yeah. Nikki said keep the rain over there. Look, I know that's right. It is coming down. Like, I see lightning and everything. I feel like maybe I should get off the computer, cause it's throwing down. I think I'm gonna go get my little in the bath, but maybe I shouldn't get in the bath. I don't know. I don't want to get electrocuted. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, I've been on here for a minute, but if you guys can do me one thing, and please hit the like button before you leave this video. That is one way to support me, just a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. We've been on here for almost an hour exactly. And I have enjoyed this conversation. We've had so much fun. But I got to go get, ready for bed, take my shower. Yeah, take off these lashes. In my blog, I said take off my contacts, but then I pulled my lashes off. So yeah, take off these lashes for sure. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and I just want to say thank you so much for jumping on this live with me. But I hope you guys have a great night, and stay tuned. I'll have a video up on Sunday at least, at the latest. Hopefully before that, but I'll definitely have a video on my blog channel. So you can go subscribe to my blog channel. There's a link in the description box down below and connect with me there. But I will see you guys no later than Sunday for sure. All right, bye-bye.